Hey guys, welcome to your Venus through Sign series. This is for Venus in Sagittarius. So if in your birth chart Venus is in a sign of Sagittarius, this is for you. And this can also apply if your Sagittarius is in the 7th house. And this is not for transiting Venus. This is again for Venus that is in your birth chart. So I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. All right, so central issue, we have the Ten of Swords, we have Temperance, we have the High Priestess, we have Death, Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. All right, so you guys look as if you are undergoing some sort of ending, and it could be a painful ending. Maybe you feel backstabbed, or maybe you just feel that you have to let go of some sort of ideas or beliefs that you once had. Maybe you are already single, but there was someone who you had expectations for. Maybe it fell apart. It looks like you've been trying to do some sort of heal, or you've been secretly healing and trying to move on, but it's been painful. Yeah, it looks like you've been trying to, if you were in a relationship and you were trying to make something work, it looks like maybe things came together, but then fell apart. Like maybe something just can't stick, or something just can't seem to be pieced together. So, ouch. Sorry, like immediately the reading already looks tough, you know, within this first week. So it looks like, again, we're letting things go. Things are ending. Maybe something can't be saved. It's like you're reaching a dead end. So maybe you're stuck in a dead end relationship, or maybe you decided to leave it or move on from it. It looks like you're frustrated. You might end up having some sort of pity party. Something makes you I feel like you're angry and emotional. I feel like you're angry for not being able to fix something. You might even be upset with yourself about something. I just feel like you're emotional here. And if a relationship is falling apart, it's almost because like people couldn't speak up. People couldn't communicate. Like there was this unwillingness. Now, the only other thing I may be picking up is that if you are to enter a relationship, it's possible that the person coming towards you is coming out of a very painful situation. They've lost their relationship, they lost their job, they lost their home, and they're just going through some things. And so they're coming to you because you may have some sort of stability in your life. And well, I'm not going to say that, hopefully that's not all it's for, but it does look like maybe someone would be coming to you and they're coming out of a bad situation. Either way, I feel like there is going to be some sort of stability afterwards. But I feel like because of some sort of painful ending, someone goes back into their shell, or they go back into hiding. It's like someone maybe doesn't want to talk or communicate anymore. Yeah, someone becomes very guarded and very protective of their space. Now, I do feel like someone wants to confront their fears, but they're not going to do it until they're ready. So if it depends on who the pursuer is, but I feel like the pursuer cannot pursue until they're good and ready. Someone needs to build their strength back up before moving forward with any type of serious commitment. Maybe someone has been just really hurt and torn apart in the past, and they're just like, I don't know that I can go through that again. So I need to pick myself up and put myself back together before I move forward in any type of relationship. And maybe those are, that's your energy too. Maybe you're not quite ready. Maybe you were working on yourself. I don't know what happened. Some sort of anxiety attack where you realize that you aren't ready for love, or you aren't ready to give yourself emotionally to anyone just yet. Maybe you're reminded about the past and you're like, this is why I hate relationships, or this is why I don't like love. Like something happens where it looks like you get a little triggered. I do feel like for some of you, there may be some sort of important lesson to learn. Eventually, I feel you are just going to do what's best for you. Even if that means shutting other people out. You're like, look, I don't have time for this, that, and the other. I'm just looking out for me. Let me redirect my attention or focus on something else. You might even start learning or studying. Now, I see someone coming to you for advice for whatever reason. Someone may be coming to you for advice. If you're in a relationship and it just seems like dead, like you can't fix it, you guys might decide to speak to a professional to see what you should do. So it's like saying either let's go to counseling, or maybe we should talk to an attorney and see, is divorce the best thing? Or, I just kind of feel like maybe there's a need to get some sort of professional opinion or advice. Or like I said, people are coming to you because you seem to have some sort of understanding about relationships. So maybe you yourself are a reader or an astrologer, and that's what you do. That's part of your job description, is dealing with people going through breakups. Now, I'm not really getting romantic cards, but I do see something in regards to, it looks like divine feminine and divine masculine to me. So I'm getting like receptive feminine energy here, and their knowledge bank is different. Like this, I've explained it before. This is someone who just has a knowing. They just understand things and they don't know how they know, but they just know. And this is someone who has knowledge and understanding through research and studying. So it's almost like book smart versus street smart, kind of. But yeah, it looks like too, if you are connecting with someone, the both of you may be very spiritual, but just have different spiritual experiences. You guys look like you may be going through some sort of a burden. Things might be weighing heavily on you. I feel like you also may be trying to avoid talking to someone. It's like you're hiding. You're like, I hope they don't see me. I don't want this person to know that I'm even online. You know how certain, like you can do things and make yourself seem inactive or whatever, but you're still online. You might be doing something like that, or maybe someone's doing that to you. Maybe it's about two people hiding from each other, or maybe it's just about you hiding from love, like telling the universe, like, I don't want to find love. I just want to work, or I just want to heal or focus on my spiritual path. Like, I do feel like you guys feel the need to be strong you guys are feeling the need to stay encouraged, or to encourage yourself, or to encourage other people. You might be giving strength to other people, or maybe you feel like you need to be strong. It's like you could be going through some sort of heartache, but you feel like you have to be strong, maybe for other people. It's like I want to give up, I want to let go, but I have to stay strong, I have to stay grounded. And it also indicates that you've probably been through a lot of pain or heartache. Definitely looks like things are on hold. Like the time just isn't now for love. It's just things are in suspense. It's like you are needing to see things from a different perspective. I feel like, you know, if there is some sort of long pause in your love life, or if something was working out at first and then it's just like, it didn't work. I mean, I just really feel like with this time, you need to really go within. You need to see something from a higher perspective. And you also, instead of trying to control your destiny, just kind of surrender to it. You might realize that control issues prevent you from having love, or hiding your feelings or emotions might be the thing that prevents you from having love. So it's something that you're needing to let go of or give up. There's some sort of stubborn energy now, I see, with you being placing all these restrictions on yourself, or restrictions on a love interest. There's a lot to think about, and I feel too that you might at times become too emotionally attached to your situation, which is why another reason you may need to speak to an outsider for advice, because it's like emotionally you're clouded and you're like, I can't see straight. I'm too emotional right now to give a good judgment. And that especially goes to, you know, those of you that do your own tarot readings, or you do your own astrology charts. Like there's something going on where you're blinded by your emotions. You can't see something. So you need to either go to someone else or wait until your emotions are back stabilized. If you're going through a breakup, I feel like you might be struggling at work. It's like, oh, I can't focus. Oh my God, I keep thinking about this person, or I keep dreaming about this person. And then speaking of, I do see messages coming through in dreams, and I see telepathy between you and another person. And I don't know why I keep getting someone trying to tell the other person that they're in pain or that they're hurting, but they're not saying it directly. You could be dealing with any sign. Could be Sagittarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, someone with Mars in Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, or someone with Venus in Scorpio. Also could be air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So it looks like maybe the pursuer finds the courage to express themselves before the month is out. But I still feel like their efforts are very little. Is someone just barely expressing how they feel. And I feel like you are going to have this connection, or you have a soulmate, but I can see that there's something distant going on between you and a soulmate. You guys are having a hard time communicating for whatever reason. You guys are having a hard time trusting or believing that maybe you don't deserve, maybe you feel like you don't deserve love or something. Something's going on that is making you and your love interest act cold and distant towards one another. You might also literally live at a distance, because it looks like someone might be looking at you and making plans to come see you, or you are looking and making plans to go visit them. But I also feel like someone is not really expressing that they want to come see the other person, or they're playing some sort of mind games. It might be a weird situation where the minute you do let your guards down and trust someone, then they get kind of guarded or distant. So, I don't know. I just kind of feel like you guys are having a difficult time interacting with your love interest or communicating with your love interest. So something may need work. If you have the patience, okay. But it looks like here your patience is running out. For sure, yeah. It looks like you were being patient and something happens and you're like, oh my God, I'm so over this situation. So that's what I'm getting. But hopefully you're able to work out whatever it is. So feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.